Good evening, everybody. Thank you for stopping by Healing Conversations with Z. I'm Zuri Bibi, and we'll be having our discussion tonight. I want to do some house cleaning first. Um, I this week I actually figured out how to add a banner and how to add some information about me. Is that information going to stay? Probably not. I'm going to switch it as I get more comfortable. I just wanted to be able to put something in there. Per se, let me see. The last video I made was about self-care, and it's really interesting because since I did that, I was doing some throat chakra clearing, and since I've done that, my throat feels warm. Like, you know how when you feel like you're gonna catch a cold, but I'm not catching a cold, it just feels warm. Like warm. That's all I know how to explain it. Which is good. That means something's happening. I like that. Let me see. Also, with the other self-help that I've been doing for myself, I've been feeling dizzy, so apparently that's working as well. I'm more intuitive about things. It's things coming to me that I probably wouldn't have paid attention to. I'm not really focused on other things. I'll talk about that in a minute. Which was interesting because I was doing a pre-shuffle and a lot of cards kept falling out, and it was a story about that for me, which was interesting. It was pretty cool though. But let me read what I actually wanted to say. The reason why I started this channel. Why do I focus on healing the inner child? Well, because I like to know the why. As an educator, when I see the kids acting a fool in the classroom, I'm trying to figure out why they acting like that. Same reason when I meet adults. Why you act like that? So I know that it's something about inner child that that causes that. Something happened when you was a kid that just really messed you up. And I'm the type of person I like to find out what is that? What actually happened, to you? And how can we fix it? Heal it or clear it? How did I write that? How can we help fix, correct, or heal the issues so you're not acting crazy or dysfunctional or off? Or if you can add some other words to it. I talked about the changes I made to I made the changes. I changed the banner. I figured out how to do that. I added a banner. And I did figure out how to add some things to the about me. That stuff's not going to stay, but at least I found it. I figured out how to do it. And I'll probably make more changes as I see fit. However, that's the other reason why I made the channel too, or the type of person I like to know why. How come? Why? I like to figure things out. I like to see how things work. If I get too frustrated working with this channel, I know who to go to. But I do like to figure things out on my own. That way I know for sure that I've learned it and nobody taught me that. Because once you learn it for yourself, you know it forever. Whereas if somebody teaches you, you might have to go back, I had a saying and I didn't write that down. Darn it. But anyway, okay, I talked about the throat chakra. I talked about feeling dizzy. Yeah, it's like, I explain it like this. And I feel dizzy right now too. So I wrote some stuff down, but some of this I didn't write down. Maybe I'm channeling this. It feels like the Holy Spirit. If you've never had the Holy Spirit come upon you, I don't think you would understand it. But if you've had the Holy Spirit come upon you, then you would understand it. It's that type of feeling. I'm not scared of it. It doesn't make me nervous. It's just a little weird because the only time I've had the Holy Spirit, well, no, not the only time. Let me correct that. The time that I recognize it the most is when I was singing. I have that feeling, and it's like I can zone off, just drift off into a zone, and that's the feeling I feel. And then I do have that feeling also during intimate moments, but we will not discuss that. Keep it moving. Like I said, this is the weekend I call this the weekend of self-care. I started all week, but this weekend I've been just doing things for me. I went and looked for a table. I need a desk. I like this spot right here. I'm comfortable with it, but I want to be able to change the camera angle and not focus on, because I feel like you're just focusing on my face. And like today, I didn't put any makeup on. I didn't do anything. I don't care. I wasn't focused on how I looked. That wasn't the thing. The message is what I really want to portray, put out. That's my goal. And if I'm at a table, I can change the angle of the camera, and I can set the cards out the way I want to, and it'll tell a better story. That's my goal. I haven't found one yet. That's still a goal. Let me see what else I did. I wrote that down. Okay, so that's done. Now I can get ready. I can get started. Pre-shuffling, and pretty interesting. An eagle, not the eagles. When I was looking at the animal cards, the starfish came out, and it talked about being superficial as far as how you look. Wow. And look at me today. You might catch me all dialed up one day, or you might catch me looking like this. I don't think I look busted, but I don't have any makeup on. I just didn't feel like it. Like I said, during my self-care moments, I don't focus on that. I'm focusing on what's inside me and dealing with the things that I need to deal with that way. So that was pretty interesting for that card to pop out. Also, while I was shuffling, a mini story came out as far as, and I don't know if this is just for me per se, but it was some fighting. How did it go? Because I threw the cards back in there. They were resting because they were fighting. It was just a lot of drama. I thought that was interesting because I'm going to talk about the Four of Swords. And why I'm talking about the Four of Swords is because earlier today I was doing some work, doing the dishes anyway. And I was doing the dishes. I don't put knives in the dishwasher. And I was hand washing the knives, sharp steak knives. And for some reason, I was cleaning them and I was setting them up so I could dry them. And I looked up on the table, and it was 4 steak knives. 3 big ones and a little paring knife. And at first I didn't really pay much attention to it, but then I was like, 4 swords. Wow. Interesting. I've had other moments like that, but for today, I'm going to focus on that. 4 swords, and I pulled out the Spellcaster's book. Even though, most people think of the 4 swords as resting, sleeping, slumbering, but they had a whole bunch of other definitions. Death of a person, idea or project, solitude, introspection, resting, and illness, A time of stillness before a new phase of life begins. A time of spiritual morals, the dark night of the soul. A period of inaction, closure, withdrawing into oneself, recuperation, resignation, feeling dead inside and devoid of emotions, avoiding life. I need to get out and get doing again. Oversleeping, knowledge, power, inspiration is received through dreams and lucid dreams. Now, I guess for me, I need to get out and get going again. That was me, because I don't really do a lot. You know, go to work, come home. I don't like being around drama. And I guess sometimes with me being that way, it makes me a hermit. It makes me, I do get to think about things per se. But hopefully, well, who knows? This message may be for me, might not be for me. Might be long, because I'm already I missed 11:11, but it's 11:22 at this point. But let's get on with the reading. I'm gonna begin it with the Mudra cards. I like these cards, and we're talking about the Four of Swords. So what's the overall? What can I say with these cards? What message do you have? Oh, gave me two. I'll take them both. The first one says, I love my life, which is filled with infinite possibilities. And I use my power for good. Wow. So, you know, for those of you who are in resting mode too, you're gaining your power so you can use it for good. We'll see. Alright, using the Kipper cards to get a short little synopsis story. Can I have 5 cards about this Four of Swords situation? 5 cards. 5 cards. Two more cards about this Four of Swords energy. Oh, I'm going to take that. One more. Some interesting cards here. And I'm going to take these, and it looks like it's more than one, but I'll take it. Alright. So, oh wow. Good Lord. Okay, I said I would take them. And I think I'm going to keep them in the order it came. Okay. So the first card was Lovers. Gift. Marriage. Mature man. Despair is upside down. False person is upside down. Concern is upside down. But pathway is open. I mean, upright. So with this Four of Swords information, I see a story here. So the lover wants to bring a gift, maybe a marriage, because he's matured. He's not despairing. He knows that you're not the false person, or he's not concerned about his pathway, or I shouldn't say that. I might change that around. We'll see. I'll leave it like that. But they're not concerned about whatever is going on. So whatever is going on while they're resting, all this stuff is the story. So how can I do this? See, this is why I want that table. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to leave them across because I don't want to. Maybe I can do it like this. Yep, I'm going to do it like this. Man, I wish I had a table so you all could see this. But I don't. And I'm not changing the camera. But anyway, okay. Let's keep it moving. So, with this storyline about this, the lover has a gift of the mature man has maybe a marriage or more permanent relationship. He's not despairing. He knows they know you're not the false person, and they're not concerned. They're not concerned where their pathway is now. Interesting. So I'm going to use the spirit guides. Let's see what they have to say about this. I'll pull out 4 cards. Of course. Alright. So what came up with that, under the gift and lovers, it says take responsibility of your actions. So apparently in the past, or the reason why you're in 4 swords, something happened that you person needed to take responsibility for. As far as the marriage and mature man, don't relinquish your power. So in my way of thinking, I don't know if it's necessarily marriage per se, but it could be a more permanent commitment, because a lot of times, and this is my own personal thinking too, I've never wanted to be married, but I like the person, I love my person, but I don't have to be married to him, but I could be with him forever. That's what I get from this card, this section. As far as the despair, not despairing, and the false person being upside down, your thoughts create your reality. So apparently, while they were in slumber, they realized that they were in a situation with a false person that caused a lot of despair and grief. So they're thinking about the repercussions of that. As far as not being concerned about your pathway, it says practice moderation and inspire others. I really like that. So maybe whoever is this is for, because this could be for me too. I don't know what it means by practice moderation, but inspire others. Yes, I definitely want to. Maybe you want to practice moderation and you don't want to become overbearing to people. Maybe that's what that's about. Because that's another reason why I started this channel. Excuse me, is because I wanted to help other people who are going through the twin flame dynamic like me. I didn't even know I was a twin flame. I don't even remember how I got into this, but I'm glad I did, because it makes a lot of sense to me now about the things that have been going on. My family think I'm crazy. I thought I was going crazy. My person probably thought I was crazy, but now I think my person knows more than he's letting on. But never mind. Let's keep it moving. Back to the message. I want to pull I'm gonna pull the spirit animal spirit. Let's see. Let's pull 4 cards. Oh, that's 3 right there. One more. Two more, of course. Not listening. I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is my person that's doing these cards or if it's spirit. That's what I haven't figured out. I know it's somebody. I don't know if it's an ancestor. I don't know if it's my person, or I don't know if it's spirit. I haven't figured it out. But I do know that things are happening. But let's keep it moving. While we're in this Four of Swords mood, I have the fox. So pretty. And I think that's fire, but let me see. No, it might be earth. It's earth. These symbols here tell you what it is. This is earth. So I'm not gonna read the entire thing, but let's see. The fox is smart, strong partner or mate, and is a wise teacher. Wow. So when it's in balance, it's magical, ingenious teacher, monogamous. Wow. When it's out of balance, sneaky, unsure of their identity. To bring in balance, partnership, and connection. Wow, so maybe what's going on while they're in this whoever's in this Four of Swords energy, they're dealing with that. You know, the fox spirit animal spirit. The next one is the butterfly. Well, I'll go in order because this is earth. Anything earth? Else earth? No. I see. This is still a new book for me. I do like it. Have a lot of water. 3 water signs. Animals. Let's see who comes up first. What's interesting about this is there is the order these come in, the order these animals is like a ranking. And maybe when I get more into this book, it'll make more sense to me. But for now, I'm just going to read a little bit of it. Oh, wow. Okay, so I have the otter. This is cute. And unobstructed joy, playfulness, and contentment. So when it's in balance, full of love, needs nothing. When out of balance, gloomy, sighs, make silly excuses. To bring into balance, dance, party, or celebration. So maybe after coming out of this Four of Swords, that's going to happen. Let's see. I might have missed something. Let's keep it moving. Oh no, I got that wrong. Okay, so that one was water. This symbol is water. The other ones are facing up. So it's it's 2 fire. Got it mixed up. Okay, so let's see which one comes up first. Yeah, this is going to be long. Oh well. Okay. Tiger came first and the other one is right behind it. So this is the tiger. I like these pictures. Tiger. Lunar force, ease and darkness, feminine energy. When it's in balance, passionate, strong, sensual. When it's out of balance, overstimulated. To bring into balance, Trakata, Okay. And that is candle gazing. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't know what that's about. But maybe after slumbering, you can, learning to deal with your darkness. Interesting. Um, the next one was Cobra. And it says, pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. So, wow, while you're in your four swords slumbering, maybe there's an inner teacher going on while you're slumbering or while they're slumbering. It says, when in balance, a student of life, humble and wise. When it's out of balance, know-it-all, egocentric. To bring into balance, taking a class study. So maybe this is going on while they're being taught something while they're resting, meditating, sleeping. Interesting. And last but not least, because it was an extra one, it's an air. Pretty butterfly. I see this and I think of transformation. But let's see what it says. Undergoing great change and transformation. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, so when in balance, cheerful and graceful. When out of balance, fragile, frustrated. To bring into balance, daily routine. So I guess while you're meditating, and I can say while I'm in, when you get into the four swords, all these things, you can use these animals to help you ground yourself and get back to yourself, and help you. These things will help you deal with your inner child, because when you're sleeping, you do a lot of things inadvertently. Wow, here I go, I'm feeling dizzy again, so I don't know what's going on with that, but I'll keep it moving. I'm going to keep, when you deal with your inner child, these things happen. They help you focus, because I talked about focusing. It helps you get organized, help you clear out the drama, help you get things in alignment, and it helps you work on things on the inside of you that you might not have known that were there. I'm gonna pull out, since I pulled out the angels, the animal spirit. I'm gonna pull out the I like this deck, the animal deck, spirit deck. Nope, it's called something of the wild, and that's a shame I don't remember the deck name. Hold on a minute. I hope I don't fall. That would be funny. Sometimes I take some cards with me. The Wild Unknown. That's what it's called. That's what this deck is called. The Wild Unknown. The tarot deck. And I like it because there's no people on it, and you can focus on just